If you keep trading the markets the way you have been in the course of the last 18 months, you will lose all the fucking money that you have made in the last 18 months. The market is rapidly changing, yet it is not apparent to an average market participant that the major trend reversal has already occurred. It has taken place 4 days ago when I have posted a video about the market top. Now, since then, some major stocks have been unwinding, but at a very low speed. Let's take NVIDIA. When we've called the top on that at $140, $139, it is now trading down to $116. What's the big deal? Nobody gives a fuck, right? And everybody's saying, well, buy the dip, buy the dip. They were saying, what? Buy the dip when NVIDIA dropped from 140 to 135. Then they said, buy the dip when NVIDIA dropped to 130. Then they said, buy the dip when NVIDIA dropped to 124. Then they said, buy the dip when NVIDIA dips under 120. And today they're telling you to buy the NVIDIA dip when? As it's hitting 116. So the question is, if you bought the dip in NVIDIA at 135 and 130 and 124 and 119 and you're buying it now at 116, what are you currently doing? You are praying that tomorrow when the market is going to open up, NVIDIA will go higher. And let me tell you, there's two outcomes. NVIDIA could briefly go up and then it's going to go even fucking lower, or straight up, it's going to open lower and it's going to keep going lower. Now, what I'm describing to you right now is a move 2 and 3 scenario. And that describes the current market conditions perfectly. Right now in the market, after 18 months of fake bullshit markets where they had your attention focused to just a handful of stocks saying, oh my God, look at these earnings, look at these AI, look at this shit. Well, what about the rest of the market? What about the rest of the stocks? What about the rest of the economy? What about, okay, just look, I mean, how many people do you know, okay, that work for NVIDIA? How many people do you know that work for Meta? How many people do you know that work for Google? Well, let me rephrase the question. How many of them do you know that recently have lost their job? Yet, the conventional rhetoric is what? The economy is the greatest in the fucking world. Yet, some of the top technology companies are laying off people right and left. Okay, maybe Democrats can wash brand new for just a little while, okay, as long as they can keep pretending like the data that you're receiving, such as the inflation dropping. Let's face the reality. I mean, you got to be absolutely brain dead if you believe the inflation is coming down. Okay, let's look at the reality. Is your mortgage payment coming down? No. Is your car insurance coming down? No. Is your car payment coming down? No. Is the price of milk coming down? No. Is the price of meat coming down? No. The last time you went to a grocery store, is the price that you paid less or more than the price that you paid a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago? No, it is absolutely more. The price of everything has gone up. But you can do the 2 and 2 and say, like, hold on, 2 and 2 here equals fucking 20. But yet the Biden administration is telling us 2 plus 2 equals 3. But 2 plus 2 only equals 3 when you're in a severe downtrend, meaning like move 2 resolves into a move 3. Okay, so basically that's exactly what Biden administration has been doing for the course of the last 18 months. When the market seems to be going higher, there's some major problems with the economy. There's some major problems with people getting laid off, even if they're hired by the top 7 companies in the world. Which stocks are going higher? But how much sense does it make? Like, if these companies are doing so fucking great, why the fuck are they firing and laying off thousands and thousands of people? I mean, Tesla, What's going on? Why is Tesla getting rid of so many people? Why is Priceline or Booking.com getting rid of so many people when they're saying, well, the projections for the travel industry is so great? I mean, why are there so many signs that exactly the opposite of what they're telling you is actually happening? And so with that said, markets could be manipulated artificially for quite a long time, like they have been over the course of the last couple of years. I mean, they could be making you believe in this fake economic data, fake employment data, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure all this stuff out by yourself. I mean, just look at how much you're paying for shit now versus how much you used to pay for the same stuff a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. It is a no-brainer. The price of everything that you're paying for now has doubled, tripled, quadrupled, okay, in certain instances, depending exactly on what we're talking about. So, and it's not going to improve. It is not going to improve. And when you hear the Federal Reserve and the whole Wall Street focusing and like, whoa, what is the next interest rate move? Guess what? It's not going to fucking matter. Why? Well, because you cannot control politically driven inflation with monetary policy. So it doesn't fucking matter if Federal Reserve cuts interest rates, if they fucking raise them again, if they keep them the same. The damage that has been done by the Biden administration to the economy is so severe that monetary policy cannot fix it. So everything is about to jump off a major cliff. And normally when the economy slows down, that could resolve into lower prices because demand for everything is dropping. But unfortunately, this is not going to be the case now in 24, 25, 26. Okay, shit is about to unravel in the way that we have not seen since 2007, 2008, 2009 times, okay, could possibly look great on relative comparison to what you are looking at now. So with that comes the greatest opportunity to you if you can keep focus on the right things in the market. Now, unfortunately, 99% of the traders will lose their ass. They will also lose what they have made as a result of being bullish on the fake Biden economy over the course of the last 18 months. So this fake Biden bullshit, Bidenomics, is not going to be able, they're not going to be able to masquerade it any longer. It will resolve into one of the greatest drops in the financial markets the world has ever seen. Now, there are many catalysts for it, which I'm not able to cover in this brief message. But if you are looking, if you've been waiting for the right type of opportunity in the financial markets, there is one that is looking at you right now, and it is not on the bull side. It is not on the call side if you're trading options. The biggest fortunes in the world will be made over the course of the next 120, 130 days on the bear side. On the put side, if you're trading options. Now, there is a gazillion reasons for it, but let me just summarize it with just a few things. World War III is happening. Okay, it is putting us back. If we're to isolate a time frame in the history of the financial markets, we're looking at 1973, 1974 times 50x, meaning 1973, 1974 was a transitional point in the market where it went from highly bullish to highly bearish within the course of months, okay? and the market dropped by as much as 50%. Now, that instance in the history of financial markets is not often studied, or not many people pay close attention to it, but there's too many similarities, such as the war in the Middle East that was evolving and happening in 1973, 1974, that resulted in highly elevated oil prices. Many will argue that things are different now because United States have been pumping a lot of oil, but the only reason United States have been pumping a lot of oil is in the preparation for the World War III that is about to take place. It is actually happening now. Depending which country you reside in, there are tanks, NATO tanks, that are literally going through the streets of your countries, getting closer to the border with Russia. Okay, the conflict is absolutely imminent, and it has escalated to the proportions that we have not seen since the Cuban Missile Crisis. That is a fact, and that is what is happening now. Now, most of the United States population, it is not prepared for the shit that is about to happen, okay? And that is the fact that Biden administration has fucked up the American people in such a bad way that we can't elect President Trump back in the office fast enough to possibly the shit that's about to happen in the next 120, 130 days to make that pain for the world go away. So there's a lot of catalyst for things and for the markets to do something like you've never seen in your life. Okay? And it's going to happen so quickly that majority of the market participants, yes, I'm talking about big time Wall Street firms, they don't see this shit coming. Okay, they think they got shit calculated, but they don't. But they fucking don't. Just like they didn't have shit calculated in 2000 and 2001, just like they didn't have shit calculated in October 1987, just like they didn't have shit calculated in the trend reversal of 2007, 2008, and the aftermath in 2009. Okay, Wall Street, for the most of time, okay, 99% of the time, Wall Street is just a herd of sheep. And when they are running for the exit, all of them are running for the exit at the same time. That is why historically you have situations like 1929, you have situations like 73, 74, you have situations like 87, you have situations in the market like 2000, 2001, 2007, 2008 transition. Guys, there's too many historic examples that are a real proof of that. And you're about to witness some wild stuff in the market. And if you're going to keep buying the dip, you will get fucked. I mean, that is a fact. There's going to be a moment at which the markets are going to collapse so drastically, so majorly, at which there's going to be a point where nobody is going to want to buy the damn dip. And this is how you will know that that is the moment to buy the dip. At this moment in time, everyone wants to buy the dip, which tells you everyone is absolutely fucking wrong. Again, there is a gazillion reasons of why this is about to happen. I don't have enough time to cover this in the short message. But if you care to understand all the details, you want to go to 13mmtv.com, click the button that says schedule a 20-minute call. Talk to someone here at 13 Market Moves. And forget everything that you know about trading up to this point in time. If you focus on the right things, There's going to be some wild moves in the markets over the course of the next 120, 130 days. And if you don't change your strategy now, I don't want to say that you will regret it, because that is a fact. You will. I want to say that it's not just the fact that you will regret of not changing your strategy now, but it represents something more meaningful, such as the opportunity cost. It is not the fact that if you don't change your strategy now, you will regret about it. It is the fact that if you did change your strategy now, you could set yourself and your future generations free 100% for hundreds of years to come. I mean, this is the kind of opportunity you have in front of you. So some people will just be happy to minimize their losses from the bull run that they've participated in. They're just going to be happy, like, look, I'm making so much, I'll just be happy, like, oh my God, if I'm not going to lose more than that, I'll be okay. No, people will lose everything that they have made over the course of the last 18 months, and they're going to lose a lot more than that if they're going to keep buying the fucking dip. Now, if you change your strategy, not only you're going to be able to avoid the losses that all of these traders will have, but you're going to be able to convert your strategy into the strategy that is actually currently required in this type of market that we just entered 4 days ago. And instead of losses, you will be able to multiply either the gains you've had so far in the last 18 months, or you're going to be able to convert, your trade into a whole nother fucking level at which most of the traders would never dream about seeing it. But this conversion needs to take place now. I'm recording this on the 24th of June, 2024, guys. And come tomorrow, the 25th, the market will be moving in a profound way. Now, for some of you that are new to the markets, I want you to understand that the market has not moved by more than 60 points on S&P 500 daily, close to 2 years now. The exceptions are maybe about 7 or 8 trading sessions on which it has taken place. So we're talking about conditions that have been highly suppressed, highly contained by the Biden administration bullshit, by the highly manipulative reports that Biden administration has been putting out in regards to employment, in regards to economic figures, economic numbers. The reality is the economy is total shit. The unemployment is 5 times higher than what Biden administration is saying it is. The numbers are total fake. They're total bullshit. And there's a moment in the markets where that cannot be hidden. It cannot be masqueraded by NVIDIA. It cannot be masqueraded by SMCI. It cannot be masqueraded by AVGO. It cannot be masqueraded by the biggest clown of all, MSFT. Guys, there is an end to the lies of the Biden administration. You're about to witness it. And when the shit hits the fan, which I'm saying it could happen as early as tomorrow, June 25th, going forward, there's too many things that are happening in the world that have been mispriced for so fucking long that if you blink, you will miss one of the greatest moves to the downside in the market's financial history that the world has ever known. We are at this point where you're looking as a short seller at an absolute gold mine. Yes, there's many people who will lose their jobs. There's many people who will suffer. There's many businesses will be out of business. Guess what? There's so many businesses already out of business, but guess what? You don't hear about it in the news. Why? Because goddamn Biden administration is controlling all the motherfucking news. If they actually told you the truth that has been taking place, if they have told you the calculus, the real calculus on these economic reports, okay, the market would be trading at like 2,500 on S&P right now. Instead, we're like around 5,500. So only imagine, okay, when the truth is going to surface, the shit that's about to take place. So don't get caught up on the wrong side of the trade. Buying the dip is not the fucking trade. And here at 13 Market Moves, we will post it on the YouTube channel. We'll post it on the website. We'll post it on Twitter at Trumpy Dance when it's going to be time to buy the dip. But this is not the time to buy the dip. Temporarily, if you buy the dip and you see the market pump 10, 15 points, you'll be like, yeah, I bought the dip. Yeah, just to find out that minutes later, the market is down 120 points, that the market is down 200 points, that the market is down 500 points within a few trading sessions. So do not miss this trend reversal opportunity. Yes, this show, this fake market show is not going to be able to continue. Okay, like Wall Street has been wrong on the fucking markets so many times because they all follow each other. All right, nobody's got any fucking unique ideas on Wall Street. If they're all bullish on AI, well, guess what? AI stocks are going to go fucking high until somebody begins selling. In the end, they are a herd of fucking sheep. And then the next Wall Street firm is selling. And then the third Wall Street firm is like, well, why these two firms are selling? Maybe I should start selling too. What if somebody else sells before me? And before you know, everybody is selling. So don't be shocked if Nvidia price gets slashed in half. I don't give a fuck what they are talking about in the news, because nothing they talk about in the news is real. Nothing. It's all a bunch of fucking politically driven fucking lies. So, fucking Microsoft, yeah, that's the greatest fucking AI story of all times. Yeah, okay, good luck. Watch this Thursday when Trump is gonna fucking beat Biden and embarrass the shit out of him during the debates. What's gonna happen to Microsoft shares? They're gonna fucking plummet. All right, they're gonna plummet. Now, overall, Trump is great for the technology sector. So we could have, for that reason, I'm saying, like, we could have a lot of big moves in the market within a very short amount of time, up, down, fucking. But one thing is certain, over the next 120, 130 days, you're not going to have a dull market that you had over the course of last 18 months. And for that reason, it calls for a new strategy. It calls for a different type of action. It calls for a different type of trading skills. It calls for the skills of a short seller. The markets are within points from all-time highs. Since we posted the video on NASDAQ, hitting all-time highs, we've raised an important question. Well, is this the all-time highs that are actually going to be holding for some time, or is that something that's going to cause a major reaction and a reversal in the markets? And we've nailed that, right? That all this stuff, like, look, AVGO is down over 200 points since we've called the top in that thing. SMCI is down from our 1,000-point entry on the short. I mean, it's trading at 830 today. That's 170 points. And look, we can go through stock after stock after stock that we've called the top in last week, and these stocks that just can't catch a break. And we have not even seen the iceberg. We have not even seen the beginning of it. But one thing is certain: if you wait too long, like an extra day, you will be paying so much more for the options than what we paid for them today, than what we paid for them last week, than anybody will be paying for when they realize, oh shit, we fucked up buying the dip. Now we're going to unload these fucking positions. So many people are going to be unloading fucking positions. It's going to be unreal. The kind of shit you're about to see is like, a popcorn is not going to be enough for it. Like, if you want to watch a real stock market show, I mean, you need to get ready. Go get a bigger screen TV today. Connect your charts. You're about to see a fucking show that you've never seen in your lifetime. And if instead of just watching the show, guys, how some of the biggest market moves are going to evolve, if you actually want to profit from that, trade with the 13 Market Moves coach. Go to 13marketmoves.com. Sign up right now. If you wait one day, I'm telling you, you're going to be paying 5 times more, 10 times more for the same options that we're paying for. So your cost basis is important when you're trading. We're probably going to be too busy trading. So that's why I wanted to record this message now. I'll let you guys know that this is the moment that you have been waiting for as a trader. But you've got to forget everything about the way you've been trading for until now. Because what you're about to see in the next 120, 130 days is going to require a totally different skill set from what you have right now. And that's why you come to 13 Market Moves, guys. Many millionaires will be made here with 13 Market Moves as a result of that. I want you to be one of them. Let's roll. Get in touch with us now.
Can't you see that